fast forward, my mom put me in some African school. So I ain't gonna lie, I knew it was over after that, bro. Like I went inside that school. Them niggas don't have a cafeteria. They don't got an auditorium. They don't even have doors to like classroom. They don't have classrooms. They section that shit by banners, bro. Like what type of bum ass school is this, bro? And then they got mad at me cause I'm I'm asking questions like what the fuck is this bullshit, bro? Like so in that school they was being niggas like you do one small thing, you put your head down, you talk, you look around, they smack your head, they take a stick, they start beating your hand, start beating your back. Right? It was just one day, came to school. So this is for the Muslims, like you know how you're not supposed to recreate like what Allah created, like faces, like body parts, shit like that. So we in basic science. So we gotta draw something. I clearly can't draw it. So I'm sitting back, I'm not drawing nothing. The teacher finished drawing. She come to my desk, she like, why you not drawing? I said I can't do it because it's against my religion. She like, what? What type of religion are you in? What type of Muslim are you? I said, like, nigga, what are you talking about? I can't draw because it's against my religion. She gonna start talking about if I slap you. If I slap, I got up. When I got up, I said, smack me, smack me, smack me, smack me. She gonna start walking. She gonna go to the principal office, right? So, I get called to the principal office, right? I go, this nigga, I open the door. I ain't say a word. I ain't say a word. I go, he gonna start doing, hey, hey, hey. Who the fuck, like, nigga, who the fuck you slapping? Nah, he ain't slap me like this, but he just did like this. I'm like, who the fuck? So then I push his hand away. I'm like, bro, why you touching me? He gonna say, bro, am I your bro? He gonna grab me. He's telling me to kneel down, kneel down. That's another weird shit they be doing in that school, telling niggas to get on their knees. Like, what the fuck, bro? So he gonna tell me to kneel down. And I was already tight, so I'm like, I'm not kneeling down, I'm not kneeling down. He gonna grab me, he gonna smack me in my head. I pushed him dumb hard. He fell on his desk, and then, right? He went under his desk. He took like them thick ass HDMI cords. I'm like, yo, this nigga smack. I ain't gonna lie. He took it, he backed it out. He about to come after me. It was another teacher in front of me who was holding me. I pushed them, and they both just fell. I ran out to school. Like, these niggas. I went home. I told my mom. My mom like, oh, okay, you should have decked them. Yo, wallahi, bro. I wanted to deck that nigga so bad. But the thing is, I had called my dad the day before talking about some, oh, I'm trying to come back to America. I'm a changed man. I'm gonna stop playing around the school. I'm gonna stop being disrespectful, all of that. So if he see that I'm fighting the principal a day after I tell him that, I'm like, it's raps. I'm not going home. That's the only reason why I didn't hit him. So a couple days later, my mom trying to go to Egypt. Because this was in November, like mid-November. So, because my sister was already living in Egypt. And she started looking for houses. And I'm like, what you looking for a house for if we just going to visit for like a month or two? She just kept saying a whole bunch of stuff. And I already sat down and think, nah, this the same shit she was doing when she tried to send me, when she sent me to Africa, bro. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going. I told her, nah, I'm going to just stay in Africa, bro. If I can't go to America, I'm going to just stay in Africa, bro. That's it. So then I call my sister. I'm like, keep it a buck. Are we actually gonna go to Egypt and we're gonna come back in January, or is my mom chatting? She told me my mom did not bring up one thing about us coming back to America. Talking about some, oh, she asked how long it take to memorize the Quran, and then my sister said 2 years, and my mom was like, okay, that's how long we're gonna stay there. What? Yo, when I heard that shit, I said, nah. So I told my little brother, you could go, but I'm not going. I was not going. She started pulling my little brother to the side, talking about some, yo, if you go to Egypt, I could convince your dad that, oh, you did some time in Egypt, so you deserve to go back to America. I looked at my brother. I said, if you believe that, then you just stupid. My dad has been wanting me to go to Egypt since I was like 10 years old, and I was 16 at the time. That nigga don't even want me in America. He don't want me in New York at all. So you tryna, cause who you bullshitting? Like who you like? So I told my little brother, I said, if you wanna believe it, go ahead, but your ass is getting 48 again, and you might just go through some mental problems, bro. So fast forward, she started thinking like, nah, the Egypt thing is gonna be too much work. So, right? And one day she gonna come to me and my little brother. She like, yeah, I really wanna go to America. I was like, yeah, I really wanna come back. So she like, alright, I'm gonna book y'all a flight. Started saying, y'all do good in school, you know, don't disrespect your sisters. He booked the flight. We saw the ticket. Yo, that shit had me and my little brother like this. So my mom like, your dad came up with a plan. So the was in December. He like, you go to America, you spend 1 month in America, and then in January you go to Egypt. Yo, so I'm thinking in my head like, my dad actually believed that if I step foot in New York again after everything he did to me, that I'm gonna go to Egypt 1 month after. I said, yeah, of course. I'm like, this is just too easy. I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go to Egypt. So, start packing my bags. I come back to America. Nah, the day that I realized nigga just trying to find every reason for me to go. So it was one time I was getting ready for school. He woke me up at 6 o'clock. It was like 7. So I already did everything. All I had to do was put on my clothes. Like, I already showered. I brushed my teeth. I prayed. Everything. I did everything. Because I had my shirt off because I was wiping my shoes down. So he come out his room. He see me putting on my shirt. He like, what are you doing? He's like sarcastically laughing like, you going to Egypt, bro. You going to Egypt in 2 months. Wallahi, billah, you going to Egypt. Look at him. I said, okay. I mean, you could say what you want. You could do what you want. You could swear. You could yell. You could curse. You can do whatever you want. You could tell your friends. Tell your friend's friend. Tell your friend's mom. I mean, honestly, you can do whatever you want. But, you know, that's not going to make me go to Egypt. So I just said, oh, okay. Watch me breathe the wrong way. He going to be like, see, this is why I need to go to Egypt. Nigga said.